Started the program talking about this, a bid from Coles and Woolworths to extend the trading hours on the Gold Coast Strip between the Spit and Coolangatta. The retail giants are asking to be allowed to open 7 days a week from 6 in the morning until midnight, which is being driven on their behalf by the National Retail Association. Now, I'm not sure who actually has to make the decision on this, but on the other side of the fence, representing the smaller traders, the Retail Traders and Shopkeepers Association's boss, Scott Driscoll, like many, not too happy with what the big two are doing at the moment. And Scott's with us on the line now. G'day, Scott.
G'day, Rod. How are you?
Yeah, good, mate. Is this the thin edge of the wedge as far as you're concerned?
Oh, mate, this is yet again another Coles Woolworths grab for more money of working Australians. Basically, they control 80% of the supermarket spend Australia-wide, and they want just that little bit more out of Gold Coast consumers.
Scott, what's the likelihood of this coming to fruition, the extended trading hours?
Look, we'll be opposing it on behalf of the independent retail sector, and to predict an outcome, as Rod said in the introduction, look, it's up to the Queensland Industrial Relations Commission after a hearing process that we'll be proactively involved in, and that'll occur in November. But look, there's a lot to be said here for the fact that the service and the amenity on the Gold Coast is excellent as most people know it, and the culture of the Gold Coast, you've got many generations of retailers there that have been building the Gold Coast precinct for years and years.
Yeah, Greg Carey on his program had a number of people talking about this. One of them was a small shopkeeper, and he said, look, he's able to compete at the moment simply because he can offer a little bit of service in the hours that people need. But if you open it up to these big two, then little blokes like him are gone.
Absolutely, and that is the real concern, and we all know that where independent retailers are present, right across the country, but the Gold Coast is no different. Where they're present, Coles and Woolworths are kept just that little bit more honest, and their prices are driven down. And look, they know if they get this through, Coles and Woolworths will make massive losses for years to come. But it's a long-term strategy that they've adopted nationwide in various ways to wipe out competition. They can offset those losses against other stores throughout the country for a number of years, just so long as independent retailers are gone, competition's gone, and then prices can go up.
Scott, if this does go through, how long would you imagine it will be before you see it spreading beyond the Gold Coast?
Hard to say. Look, each case is supposedly seen on its merits on individual basis. The front organisation for this duopoly, in this case the NRA, they spend an awful lot of money, and they make a lot of money out of these cases from Coles and Woolworths as well. But they spend a lot to generate, lies, damn lies, and statistics to suggest that there's this great demand. And I've heard them trotting out one that look, they want to alleviate congestion at the supermarket cash registers, and that's such a nonsense to suggest that a mum and kids after school is going to put back their shopping to 11:45 p.m. just to alleviate some congestion.
Well, one mum called us a little while ago to say that she wouldn't mind shopping at midnight because she can leave the kids home, and it's convenient for her, and she has problems with the kids in the supermarket aisles and what have you. But I fear that this is going to be as you do, the death knell for many of the little businessmen. But do you think Coles and Woolworths have tried to pull this off on the Gold Coast at the tourist strip? Because they have tried before, haven't they? And they look at that strip and say, well, this is our best bet of getting the foot in the door.
That's exactly right, Rod. And as you say, if these guys go out, it is going to be a sad day for consumers because, frankly, if they wipe them out on the Gold Coast, you will see in the long term or medium to long term prices will go up. So the question that mum who says, I'd like to be able to shop whenever I like, the question she needs to be asked is, but at what expense? Are you prepared to destroy the competitors that are going to keep your prices down or at least keep them in check? Or do you want to basically wipe them out and let Coles and Woolworths ride roughshod over the consumers? And I think you'd get a resounding no if the real question was being asked.
Scott, thanks very much for your time this afternoon.
Pleasure.
That's Scott Driscoll. He's the Executive Director of the Retail Traders and Shopkeepers Association.